Hey internet friends, this is not a sponsored video. I repeat, this is not a sponsored video, but there's a giveaway at the end from a totally unrelated company giving away totally unrelated products. These guys are here worth around $1,300 or so stick around for that. But before we get into all of that, the answer to the title. How do we send audio from one application to another? On Mac anyway. Loopback. In a single word, Loopback. But why might we do this? A few examples. First of all, live performance. Maybe you need to send the audio from digital DJ software Tractor into Ableton, or maybe doing song analysis, and therefore we need to get the audio from Spotify into Ableton, playing in real time. So you could look at it, say, in a vector scope or some loudness meters in real time. Or maybe you want to sample YouTube or Facebook video. How to get the audio out the browser into an app that can record it. Or maybe doing screen recording, want to pipe the audio into the screen recording software. Or maybe doing a Skype session, want to pipe the audio into Skype, combining, say, your microphone audio with your DAW audio and sending that out to Skype or to a podcast. I mean, there are many options, many use cases, many situations where you might send audio from one application to another. And the easiest way to do this is Loopback. Loopback creates a virtual audio port, a virtual input and output port. Take a look at this. Loopback audio appears as an input device and an output device. So if we set this as an output device in one application and an input device in another application, the audio goes through. It goes through if we have it set to pass through, as you can see here. So to send the audio from Ableton to Skype, we set Loopback audio as the output in Ableton and the input device in Skype. Where in Skype, of course, the input device is called the microphone. Now the audio goes from Ableton into Skype. Marvelous. Now you can get more fancy with this, setting multiple ins and multiple outs, as well as monitoring which of the various bits you want to monitor. Monitoring being what you hear in your headphones. And you can adjust levels for the various bits too, balancing the various inputs and outputs, as well as creating multiple devices and giving them names. Loopback 1, 2, 3, and so on. But to be honest, most of the time you'll probably have quite a simple situation sending the audio from one application to another. That's it. Now it's not free, as you can see, and there's this related application called Audio Hijack. Audio Hijack does more complex audio routing. I mean, take a look at this. The audio here going from left to right, and when you see those orange things flashing, that's the audio going through. As you can see, you can process the audio in the audio routing chain, dragging modules in, dragging modules out, recording at various stages if you want. You have various inputs and outputs, such as application audio as an input, as well as inputs and outputs from sound cards and computer audio, so any noise your computer makes, and both built-in effects and the option to use plugins if you have plugins, and metering, which is cool. You can put, say, meters in the top of your menu bar up there. Great, for example, to check your audio is recording, or maybe to make sure your microphone's working correctly. But what Audio Hijack doesn't do is send audio from one application to another. I repeat, what Audio Hijack doesn't do is send audio from one application to another. To do that, you'll need Loopback. Loopback, and only Loopback, allows you to send audio from one application to another. But it's worth checking out Audio Hijack, especially if all you need to do is record audio. If all you want to do is, say, record YouTube or Spotify, you can do that just with Audio Hijack. As you can see, whilst you can't send audio from application to application in Audio Hijack, you can record application audio with Audio Hijack. So in the case of song analysis, for example, maybe you could do this, taking Spotify and looking at it in a plugin in Audio Hijack. So it's not that one's better than the other, they're different. And here's the pricing. As you can see, Loopback's more expensive, but I mean, if you get Loopback, you almost might as well get Audio Hijack too. I mean, look at the price there. It's not much more expensive to get Audio Hijack and Loopback compared to just Loopback. It's one of those utilities that just makes everything easier, and it just works. It's never once failed on me, and I've been pretty much using it 9 years now. Audio Hijack 9 years, Loopback less time. Audio Hijack anyways, never once gone wrong on me. At least once every month or two I use it for something. It solves problems you don't realize you have until you have them. And as I say, this is not a sponsored video. I repeat, this is not a sponsored video. I just happen to like it. It is the giveaway for unrelated software, but I thought, why not? The software's from Acousinos. And specifically, Regroover Pro is by far my favorite plugin right now. In fact, it's been my favorite plugin for a year, or can't remember how long it's been out. Maybe 2 years and a half. Anyway, Regroover Pro is by far my favorite plugin right now. It's, alongside Serum, I think, the best plugin I've ever seen. For very different reasons, obviously. Serum's a synth. But Multiplier, what does it even do? I mean, you've said it's as good as Serum, as basically being the best plugin you've ever seen, but what does it do? Regroover Pro allows you to split loops into the various instruments. So for example, you can drag in a single drum loop, a single audio file, and it splits that drum loop into the various drum sounds. But it's not just drums. This works with almost every instrument type, every loop you have, or any loop that has a combination of instruments. For example, here, splitting up the pad from the lead and so on. And it's good for sound design if you drag in a random sound that can't be split. Maybe it's a sound effect, for example. Drag in the sound effect, it will then try to split it up into the various instruments. Of course, there aren't various instruments, but the resulting sounds are interesting and unique. This is a way to create sounds you just can't create in any other way, and that, for me, that's special. I've made some of my favorite, in fact, I've literally made my favorite sounds ever using this. It's by far the best tool I have to make totally unique sounds. Do see my video on this. Quite unhelpfully, I didn't include Regroover Pro in the title. I think I called it How to Remove. Let me find the title of the video where I review Regroover Pro and give you probably 15 or 20 or so examples. The title of that video is How to Remove Unwanted Sounds in a Loop. How to Remove Unwanted Sounds in a Loop. And for a chance to win it, go to the link in the description below to the giveaway, which, I mean, as you can see, has a time limit on it. That's from today, obviously, what you're looking at now. So for a chance to win, probably need to do it soon. Why not now? My name is Multiplier. Catch you in the next one.